I want a separate recording. I want a bootleg of all your false starts. Because I want to listen. I'll listen to it in my dotage.
Well, I've only done it like about 50,000
Okay.
times.
I'll have the
I
time.
still need practice.
I'll have the time to listen.
Okay. Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and this is Gilbert and Frank's Amazing Colossal Obsessions with my co-host Frank Santopadre, once again at Nutmeg, and our engineer is Frank Verderosa.
And
Paul Rayburn.
yes.
Yes. See, I'm sure if you were to ask Paul his own name, he would be looking it up for the next 3 hours, and he wouldn't be able to find
You
it.
have selective Alzheimer's.
Yeah, yes.
That's what you have. Yes.
You bring a tear to my eye. Gilbert.
Yeah.
Our researcher
I don't know if
in
I can
training
go
is
on.
here, Paul Rayburn. Well, we haven't done one of these in a dog's age, and that is one-hit wonders, which our fans are demanding.
Yes.
At least 4 of them. We started this a while back as a lark. I remember the first one we did was we were talking about Zager and Evans in the year 2525.
Oh, yes.
And I don't know. I got just a thought one day that we would have fun doing these, and I didn't know you would take to it as well as you did, and you fell in love with the format.
Oh, yes.
And we
can I jump in on something
Sure.
that has nothing to do with what we're talking
Now's
about?
the time.
On one of our previous shows, I recommended the documentary Best Boy.
Oh, yeah, Ira Wall.
And said there was a sequel made.
Right.
And I couldn't think of it. So, of course, our fans,
Of course.
and a bunch of you wrote in and said it was sequel was called Best Man.
Right. And so how old is Philly now?
Is Philly?
He was 53 when
Yeah.
they made Best Boy?
He is still alive, and
Yeah.
I think he's like 87.
Right, he's in assisted living,
Yeah.
and he's pushing 90. How
Yeah.
about that?
That's amazing.
Yeah, I haven't seen the original film, but now I'm dying to see it.
Yeah.
As long as you stop me in my tracks to go completely in a different direction. There's something I wanted to just throw out there, too, to our listeners, and then we'll get back to one-hit wonders, and that is that we get all of the Photoshops that people send. Have you seen them recently? Have you seen
yes.
somebody did of us in Of Mice and Men?
Oh, no,
Where
I didn't see that.
I'll share it with you after we record.
Yeah.
Where I think I was Lon Chaney and you were, or maybe it was the other way around. But sometimes we don't respond to them. We get a lot of stuff from people. We're very
Amazing
grateful.
stuff.
Amazing art, the original art, the Photoshops, all kinds of things that people post on the Listener Society that Eric Fusco runs with Rob Smentek, and we're really grateful. We don't acknowledge all of them because there's so many of them coming in, and we don't have the time. We'll do an episode where we basically will talk to these people. We'll acknowledge these people individually.
A lot of them just make me laugh.
Yeah,
when I
really
see it.
funny
Yeah.
stuff.
It's
Really
a great Cesar Romero drawing that showed up recently. I think that was recently.
yeah.
So that one, yes. That was done by a comic book artist. His name is escaping me at the moment. But that's a case. That's just a great example of where I can't remember the name of the person that did it, but we'll compile these things.
And if someone can do an artwork of Danny Thomas,
oh, no. Don't put that out there. Oh, God.
They could just use the poop emoji. That would come in handy.
You've just opened up Pandora's coffee table. But and the other thing I wanted to add to that, too, is if anybody has written us on the Facebook page, on instant messaging, or there's the Gilbert page, there's my page, there's the Listener Society. There are so many messages that have backed up. I apologize. I will eventually, I or someone eventually will get to them. I try to respond to as many of them as I see or as I can get to. There are hundreds. I just found a bunch of them. I don't work Facebook that well, and I said to my wife the other day, I just found a bunch of fan emails that I got for the show from 2014. Yeah. Hey, could you guys do our podcast? It's next week. So I apologize, and I stumble onto a lot of them.
I'm terrible.
He's terrible at it.
You know, a lot of them are bill collectors, so don't even worry about it.
We don't have a staff, too, so we'll get to as many as we can when we can. So I apologize, but keep them coming. So let's get back to one-hit wonders. We started with 1966. And we worked our way all the way up through 71, and this is 1972. And I know you had your transistor radio in 1972, and you were listening to some of these songs. Some of them Frankie has queued up. Some of them we'll just talk about. Some of them Paul will look up. But January 1st, 1972, this is a one-hit wonder, An American Trilogy by Mickey Newbury. Do you know this one at all? We don't have it queued up, but we have the next one queued up. This was it was Dixie, All My Trials, and Battle Hymn of the Republic as a montage. Does this mean anything to you?
Not so far.
Went to number 26, and it was actually covered by Elvis and appears in the movie Elvis in Concert, or Elvis on Tour. That was the first one-hit wonder of 1972, January 1st.
Mickey Newbury, I don't remember that. Excuse me. Thank you, Frank, for cleaning this up.
It's all staying in there, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not cutting any of this out.
I know Mickey Newbury, and he has
do?
a great song. I mean, I don't know him personally, but he had another great song about the whore who tried to find the guy. Do you know this one?
No, I don't, but look it up.
I will look it up.
Let
me look it up and tell you about it.
Good. He won't say anything else for the rest of the show.
I'll get back to you next episode.
This next one appeared in the movie Anchorman, believe it or not. Went to number 4.
Wait, would this be Afternoon Delight?
No, your years are off. That's coming in a later episode.
Oh, okay.
This is a song called Sunshine by Jonathan Edwards. Sunshine's gone, she's tried to run my...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, 1972.
How much does it cost?
That's the one.
I'll buy it.
We found one he
Time
knows.
is all we've lost. I'll try it. You can't even run your own life. I'll be damned if you run mine.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
He's got it. See, I didn't have to cue that one up. You knew it. This one we do have queued up, and this is more timely than ever as the awful Pepsi commercial has been in the news.
Oh, jeez.
And I think people know where we're going with this one. It went to number 13, January 15th, way back in 1972. Frankie?
I'd like to build the
World to sing in perfect harmony. But oh,
Grow apple trees and honeybees
and
turtle doves.
I'd like to
He's got the lyrics there.
wait a second.
perfect harmony.
With the lyrics.
I'd like to hold it in my arms and keep it calm.
But yeah, that was I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing in Perfect Harmony by the Hillside
And
Singers.
that was for Coca-Cola.
For Coca-Cola, which a lot of people, it's funny because we planned this episode even before that crazy Pepsi commercial with Kendall Jenner aired. Now everybody's talking about this. They're
Right.
comparing it to the classic Coke commercial.
Well, because one made sense and one was an insult to everyone.
Yes, yes. The Kendall Jenner commercial has turned out to be quite the debacle. This has an interesting story. In the In Memoriam episode this year, one of the guys who passed that we talked about was Bill Backer, who was the ad man who worked for McCann Erickson, who came up with this. And the story goes he was at an airport in Ireland. He was on a layover with a songwriter named Roger Cook. Roger Cook wrote Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress for the Hollies.
Mm-hmm.
And they were at a layover, and he scrawled this on a napkin, I'd like to buy the world a Coke. And Roger Cook, as the story goes, put it to music. And the rest is history. And then it was recorded again by the New Seekers. So it was recorded twice.
Well, it was originally recorded for the commercial.
I think so.
And then, when it was so popular, they reworded it and
Released it as a single.
But it's also like one of those classic earworm songs.
Oh,
you
yeah.
get it in your head and you got it for weeks.
Oh,
you
it's
know?
horrible.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But scrawled on a napkin during a layover and became an iconic ad.
Yeah.
So that's the story of that one.
And I love that it became the Mad Men series finale.
That's right. That's right. And I was saying to you, Frankie, that I think that, and somebody could look this up, if we had a researcher here who was in the room
If only.
with us, that I think Don Draper was loosely based, this may be bullshit, but I saw it somewhere, loosely based on this guy, Bill Backer. And it's interesting that they both have alliterative names.
Could be.
Or that he was an amalgam of lots of people, but this guy Bill Backer being
If only
one
there
of
was
them.
a way to Google that.
If only there was a way to figure it out.
Frank, not you too.
So I'm gonna fly through some of these other songs. Once You Understand by Think, January 15th, went to 23. White Lies, Blue Eyes by Bullet. Gilbert, just raise your hand if you know any of these. These didn't chart very high. Kiss an Angel Good Morning by Charlie Pride.
That one
That's a
I
good one.
remember
That's a good
vaguely.
Okay, Charlie
Yeah.
Pride, who's I think still with us.
I think so.
Black country star. Did a lot of work. I think he had his own summer variety show or something of that nature. Here's another one that we have queued up. And the lead singer of this, Sonny Garaci, just passed away a couple of weeks ago.
Friendships and few are the moments we two can share. Quiet and blue like the sky, I'm hung over you.
Close enough.
And if I can't find my way back home, it just wouldn't be fair. 'Cause friendships and few are the moments we two can share.
Nicely done. Wow.
You know, it's a shame people can't see the emotion on Gilbert's face.
It is.
It's staggering.
Yeah, he's like Celine Dion.
Who sang that originally?
It was sung by Climax.
We should probably keep it that way.
Yeah. If Sonny Garaci wasn't dead now, he wasn't dead before, he really...
The thing is, I didn't expect Gilbert to come in. I was looking at the computer,
yeah.
and it
It jarred you? Yeah. He has that effect on people. Sonny Garaci was also the lead singer from a band called The Outsiders. Time Won't Let Me.
Oh, time
great
won't
one.
let
Yeah.
me. Oh,
Yeah, there you
time
go.
won't let me. Oh, time won't let me. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
He's feeling it tonight, Paul. He is a man on a mission
Yeah,
tonight.
we don't need to print out any lyrics. We're
No,
good.
Precious and Few was also my prom theme, I'd like to point out.
Oh,
Back in
geez.
Mineola High School.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, I did not attend, but I was told. Here's another one, Joy. And this was the instrumental to Beethoven's, do you know this? Ode to Joy.
Oh, is that
By Apollo. By Apollo 100 featuring Tom Parker.
Yes.
Used very prominently in Boogie Nights,
Oh, yeah.
actually. We don't have it queued up, but this next one, I think you do know. And this one has Gilbert Gottfried Amazing Colossal Podcast relevance. This went to number 10, March 4th of 1972.
Oh, I don't know the words to this. Big
hit.
Getting back, don't look back, I love you. You're dirty and sweet, I'll admit. When you're slim, you're weak.
It's Bang a Gong, Get It On.
Oh, yeah. Bang a gong, get it on.
That's it.
Get it on.
Right, by the late Mark
Yes.
Bolan and T-Rex. Do you know why this song has Gilbert Gottfried significance, podcast significance? Because two of the backup singers are Mark Volman and Howard Kalin.
Wow.
How cool is that?
Funny.
Yeah.
Where did you dig that one up?
Yeah.
That's
In my research,
Background singers on T-Rex.
for Howard Kalin when we had him on the show. Yeah, Bang a Gong, Get It On went to number 10. And Mark Bolan died tragically at the age of 29 in a car accident. A glam rocker. Next up was Softly Whispering I Love You by the English Congregation. You should see the way Gilbert's staring at me as I say these titles. That was March 4th.
You know, it's funny. So that makes at least two groups called Congregation
Yeah.
because there was the Dave...
Oh, there was the Mike Curb Congregation.
Mike Curb
Yeah.
Congregation.
Yeah, he became the Lieutenant Governor of California.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Mike Curb.
And Mike
Good
Curb,
trivia, huh?
Mike Curb sang Oh, wait a second. Feels like I'm made out of gingerbread. Lip smacking. Lip licking, crumb picking gingerbread. Can't talk about rainy weather now. I finally got myself together now. Sweet, tasty, and tan, sweet gingerbread man.
Wow.
Sweet, tasty, and tan, sweet gingerbread man.
You have completely stumped me.
Ba-bum.
Was it called
Ba-bum.
Sweet Gingerbread Man?
Yes.
My Curb Congregation?
Yes.
I know Burning Bridges only from Kelly's Heroes.
Yeah.
Wow, that was impressive.
That was used in the movie The Magic Garden of Stanley Sweetheart.
I know the movie.
With Don Gordon.
Yeah, I know the movie. Wow, what a reference.
Yeah.
Gil, you impress me more each week.
Yeah.
Moving forward, we'll do Jungle Fever by the...
I got a feeling couldn't trade for anything for Ola beans.
Is this Jungle
Fever? In all the world, feel like I made out of gingerbread. Okay, go ahead.
So here's something. Okay,
Go ahead.
I can throw something on there. You laugh at Sweet Gingerbread Man.
Yes,
but
I did.
it was recorded later by Sarah Vaughan
Wow.
and Michelle Legrand.
Wow,
How
impressive.
can that be? That can't be right.
Impressive.
Twirling a cane made of peppermint.
All right, let's move on. Jungle Fever went to number 8 by the Chakachas or the Chakachas. Ain't Understanding Mellow by Brenda Lee Eager. Gilbert, wave your hand.
Wait a second. That one sounds very familiar.
How about Crazy Mama by J.J. Cale? April 8th.
J.J. Cale was a folky kind
I
of
believe
folk
so.
rocky kind of guy.
Suavecito by Malo. Run, Run, Run by JoJo Gunn.
That vaguely I have.
Mr. Can't You See by Buffy St. Marie.
Yeah.
Buffy St. Marie became a... she was a...
yes,
Was that
yes.
Can't You See? Oh, can't you see?
I
No, that's a different one.
Don't know. I don't know. She was a Cree Indian, a Canadian
Right.
Indian.
I remember
and
Buffy
she,
St. Marie.
Yeah, she had a big career
She was
in
a big-
variety
big
television.
folk.
Who sang that one out of something Joe something? He was the Indian guy.
Joe something?
Yeah, no, I don't know. He was like that. They made more than one. of
Billy
that.
Jack?
Billy Jack.
Yeah,
Billy
that
Jack.
was the... No, that was...
That was another Indian girl.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Yeah.
Buffy St.
But
Marie had a great song called Universal Soldier. You remember that about the sort of soldier who appeared in every
Oh,
war,
yes.
decades of war.
She wrote Up Where We Belong, the song with Joe, the Joe Cocker,
from
Jennifer Warnes. Officer and a Gentleman.
Officer and a Gentleman.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
She wrote that.
She had talent. She had a lot of
Wow.
talent. She did and a TV career, too. Buffy St. Marie. That one went to 38. Hot Rod Lincoln by Commander Cody.
Cody and the Lost Planet Airmen.
Oh, yes.
Something I've been
gonna
thinking
get
in
me
my...
Shaking, but when I can't stop
Thinking about my Hot Rod Lincoln.
Drive me to drinking, but
Yeah.
I can't stop.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
about my Hot Rod Lincoln. My
Great one.
sister used to love that song and play it endlessly. Now, here's one I know you like, Gil, and that is Crosby and Nash,
Oh, yes.
June 17th, 1972.
Here I am. Oh, was Grayson Bryant. Hey, hey.
Could it be a sin?
Dara's feeling it.
I got stopped by the immigration man.
Oh, you know what? You know what? Do we? Yeah, Frank. Because
Yeah.
I don't know the first part. Could we? Can you print that out?
Paul didn't get it to you?
No.
I'm really enjoying this evening.
This is turning into an hour episode. We got to move
Yes,
through this if it's
I
going to
know,
be if it's
but
going to be a
I still
mini.
want to sing immigration.
Okay, we'll do it at the end.
It's because
Wait, let
Gil
me-
is a very political guy.
Let me pull it up.
Thanks, Frankie.
Okay.
I'm going to keep going. That went to 36, barely charted. It was the only time that Nash and Crosby charted as a duo. Top 40. Just barely made it in.
They seem like they would have had 500 hits.
Right. Let's see. Long-haired lover from Liverpool by Little Jimmy Osmond. The littlest Osmond.
Oh, yes.
Jimmy, who was the youngest performer to have a #1 hit at the age of 9.
Would Billy J. Kramer have known these guys?
I don't
Fellow
think so.
Liverpudlians, wrong generation.
No. Well, yeah. I think it was just a song about a guy from Liverpool.
Oh, so
Little
was
Jimmy
it?
Osmond
Okay.
was from Utah.
Yeah.
Like the rest of
Yeah.
the Osmonds. Amazing Grace by the Royal Scots Dragoon Guards. Anything? Went to
I
11.
have all their albums.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I've Been Lonely for So Long by Frederick Knight. And if we're going to do Immigration Man at the end, I was going to skip this one and bring it back, but we'll bring it up, Frankie.
I said I love you on the one ride and wonder if it's true. It can make me cry. I know that I love you too. I have one solution. Gotta start anew. How do you do?
Oh, no.
I think I went out and I fight beautiful, and he can say, well, I've annoyed, and he will know, and I can go for diving, boy, and you will see that I can do anything for. How do you do?
Are you finished?
Now, I looked it up on Paul's computer. It turns out Mouth and McNeil went on to become a long-running detective series on
Mouth and
CBS.
McNeil.
Really?
Really?
A big hit in the 70s.
I didn't know that.
I think Mouth is dead now.
We lost Mouth.
Yeah.
But we talked about this.
Sadly, we lost Mouth.
Yes. This came up in a previous episode. We weren't even on the year, and
Yeah.
somehow you started singing this song.
Yes.
And I'm trying to remember the context. I think they were from New Zealand.
Either that
or Norway or some strange.
Holland.
I hear
Oh,
a
it
call
was-
for research.
I
It
think
was. I
Holland.
think it was the Netherlands. You're right. I think it was the Netherlands. But she's around. I did the research
We
at the
got to
time.
talk to her.
We got to call McNeil and
Yeah,
ask about
yes.
Mouth.
She was cute back then.
Well, that was 1972, my friend.
Okay. All right.
But Frank, while Paul's looking that up, we're going to keep plowing through this. Day by Day from Godspell.
Oh, day by day, day by oh dear Lord,
These things I
pray.
Very good. Written by Stephen Schwartz, who went to my high school. Little trivia.
See, leave it to the Jews to write this Christ.
Isn't that
musical.
interesting?
Yeah.
The Netherlands is right.
Yeah,
For
Mouth and
McNeil.
McNeil.
Netherlands is right. How Do You Do, 1972.
Yeah.
Would be topped the Dutch chart and became a top 10 hit in the U.S.
I think it was a Eurovision Song Contest winner, too.
And just to be clear, the Dutch chart only has 3 songs.
Really? That's not much of an achievement. Very good. Layla by Derek and the Dominoes.
Layla.
Iconic song.
And
and it was
Layla was one of those in competition with MacArthur's Park as the
I
longest
think
song.
it's 7+
written.
minutes. Yeah, inspired by a 7th century love story, Layla and Majnun.
And don't they, Layla, I think, is what they're playing in Goodfellas.
It is.
When he thinks the helicopters are chasing
Well, at
him.
one point, yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. And also Harry Nielsen's Jump in the Fire
Oh, yes.
is also used in that.
Isn't in Goodfellas, isn't it when they start finding all the bodies as the instrumental part from Layla?
Oh, yes,
yes, it is.
yes,
It
that's
is.
it.
They find what's his name in the frozen truck.
Yeah.
Carbone.
Yeah, that's
Carbone
when
in
it
the truck.
starts playing. Ding, ding,
Right.
ding.
But of
ding.
course, written by Clapton about his unrequited love for Patty Boyd, for George Harrison's
Oh.
wife.
he did the wonderful redo of that
Oh,
for
it's
MTV
great.
Unplugged.
Oh, the Unplugged. It's great.
They did the acoustic version. It's a much more down, quieter thing. It's
Yep.
terrific. They're both good.
We're going to fly through this so Dara doesn't kill me for doing a 60-minute mini episode. Joey Heatherton charted, Gil, with Gone. The song Gone. Joey is still with us at the age of 72.
She once punched a woman at the passport office.
I remember.
Yes.
Yes, and her husband, her ex-husband, Lance Rentzel, also got into some trouble. Hold your head up.
And her father, of course, was the Merry
Mailman, Ray
Yes.
Heatherton. Hold Your Head Up by Argent.
Oh, hold your head up. Hold your head up. Yeah, hold your head up.
That went to number 5. Motorcycle Mama by Sailcat, a song I always liked, but I didn't cue it up. Interesting because it was a concept album, part of a concept album with a biker theme. And this is interesting. The art on the album was done by Mad Magazine's Jack Davis.
Wow.
Al Jaffe's old friend, the legendary Jack Davis. Small Beginnings by Flash. And then this one by Daniel Boone from September.
Sunday morning, up with the lark.
I think I'll take a walk in the park.
I don't remember any of the words to this. I remember the song.
It's a beautiful day.
Oh,
remember
okay.
this one?
Yes, I
Yeah.
remember the song, but I never knew the words to it.
Yep.
If you're going to play it, though, you got to turn it
Daniel
up.
Boone.
Turn the damn
it's a
thing
great
up.
song. It's a great feel-good song. Trying to get through these in 72 is a long year of one-hit wonders. Uriah Heep with Easy Livin' in September 23rd. Popcorn by Hot Butter, which
Oh.
we've talked about. Another
Ding,
instrumental.
ding, 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 ding.
That's
Ding,
right.
Ding, 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 ding,
Hot
ding.
butter.
Ding, 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 ding. And there was even, I even know the bridge to that. Yeah. Oh, yes. Very good.
Thank you. That
But
was
the bridge
Wow.
was da 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 da.
very good.
Da 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 da. Dun, 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 dun.
He remembers the bridge to
Yes.
Popcorn by Hot Butter. That was also the theme of the set of the Sunday morning movie that used to play
Oh,
Abbott
yes,
and Costello
yes,
on Channel 11, on
yes.
Pix Channel 11. Here's another classic by Arlo Guthrie, and the only time he charted, written by the great Steve Goodman. Frankie,
Oh, yes.
a classic.
Nice groove there, isn't it?
Oh,
Right.
Steve Goodman, great.
Riding on the
City of New Orleans.
Illinois Central Monday morning train.
Great stuff.
15 cars.
You got information on this one?
Restless riders,
City of New Orleans. I don't know.
On the city of New Orleans?
three conductors.
Do we think it was a real train?
I don't know. There's some story about Steve
Good
Goodman.
morning, America. How are you? I'm proud to know you. I'm your native son.
Passing trains that have no
Wow. That one shocked me almost as much as the way Daniel Boone started.
It's on some of these tunes. I don't know if you noticed, there are 3 of us, and we're getting 5- and 6-part harmony.
Yeah,
You know?
it's just,
yes,
it's just way
yes.
the hell off. But I love that song. And Steve Goodman, another guy we lost very young, didn't live to see his beloved Cubs win the World Series. From the Beginning by Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Ooh,
ELP.
that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. 39. I mean, that's like an album cut kind of song. That's a rock anthem. I don't think of it as a top 40 song, but it was. Good Time Charlie's Got the Blues by Danny.
Oh, some gotta win, some
gotta
gotta
lose.
lose.
That's it.
Good time, Charlie's got the booze.
You ain't kidding.
You
Danny O'Keefe.
You play too long, you lose your wife. You play too long, you lose your life.
That's it. You don't know which ones he's going to know.
Yeah.
Paul. All the Young Dudes by Martha Hoople.
Martha Hoople. Can I go back to City of New Orleans very
please do.
quickly just to say that was actually the train at Illinois Central Railroad from Chicago to New Orleans.
There
And
you
Goodman
go. Well,
used
he was
to
a
travel.
Chicagoan, Steve Goodman.
That's right. But he used to travel on the train to visit his wife's family, which must have been down the other end.
How
of
did
the
he get
line.
Arlo Guthrie to record the song? I think there's a
Let me
story
check-
attached
let me
to
check that out.
As I fly through these. Convention 72 by the Delegates. And that was one of those novelty records where they would basically set up the interview and then play a snippet of music.
Oh, my God. Now, was that one company that put all those
well,
out?
the guy that did them was Dickie Goodman.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure he did this. This may have been a precursor to Dickie Goodman. But it's like Senator Eagleton is here
Yes.
with Governor McGovern. How did Senator McGovern?
Put the bomb in the
Right.
bomb, yeah.
They'd start singing Rocket Man for
and
no reason.
we've got a Martian who's
Right,
just
that's right.
landed.
Well, Dickie
And,
Goodman
yeah.
did them a little later, but this may have been the first one of those. The Delegates, 1972, convention, 1972 by the Delegates. Then there was Thunder and Lightning by Shy Coltrane, and finally American City Suite by Cashman and West. Terry Cashman,
There
better
was
known for
also-
talking baseball.
There was also Cashman Pastillion West. Who was there?
Well, look at you.
Look at there you
Look
go.
at you, Mr.
Who
Researcher.
did that? So there at the Quiet Night Bar in Chicago.
There you go. That's the story.
All right. Goodman saw Arlo Guthrie. Steve Goodman saw Arlo Guthrie. Asked to play a song for him. Arlo Guthrie said, "Buy me a beer and I'll listen until I finish the beer." And Steve Goodman bought him a beer, played the song, and before he finished the beer, he said he wanted to record it.
And the only time he hit the charts.
There you go.
Pretty good story.
Pretty
Son
good.
of Woody Guthrie.
It was from the album Hobo's Lullaby.
Yeah.
There you go.
I urge our listeners to check out the music of Steve Goodman. So what do you want to take us out on, Gil? Which do you want to close on?
Okay.
Pick one. Make it one that you have the lyrics for.
I'm gonna. This one I actually know a lot of.
Okay.
But yeah, because I always like this song.
Okay, Frankie, we're going to do it.
Okay.
You want to sign off before?
Oh, okay. This has been Gilbert and Frank's Amazing Colossal Obsessions.
Go for it.
I was at the immigration scene, shining and feeling clean. Could it be a sin? I got stopped by the immigration man. He says he doesn't know if he can let me in. Let me in, immigration man. Can I cross the line and pray I can stay another day? Let me in, immigration man. I won't toe your line today. I can't see it anyway. There he was, with his immigration face, giving me a paper chase. But the sun was coming, 'cause all at once he looked into my eyes, over my face, and it sent me running. Won't
Don't
you
leave
let
me here.
in?
Frank, don't leave me.
Immigration man, can I cross the line and pray I can stay another day? Won't you let me in? Immigration man, I won't toe your line today. I can't see it anyway.
With my immigration form,